Have you been yearning for something more, something deeper in your spiritual life? As Christians, we identify this yearning as a call for a closer relationship with God, a call to be the church in the world.
I came to faith in Christ through encounters I had with other Christians who lived and loved their neighbors so fully. I went to seminary because there was so much to learn, and I didn't know where else to go to learn it. I never felt particularly called to the priesthood or to the running of a church, but I was called into that deep running conversation between myself and my God, helping me to recognize my blessings and calling me to join God in working for the good of the world.
Discernment is our attempt to know God and ourselves better in order to live more faithfully day by day. Discernment is a way to become more aware of God's presence in the world around us and in our own lives. It's about asking questions and exploring possibilities. It's about discovering our joy and how that joy can benefit others. It's about relationships that nourish our spiritual growth. It's about being on a journey toward God.
Discernment is in every moment of every day of our whole lives. And so the work of Christian people is to discover how to be conscious of God's presence and God's guidance all the time. Discernment is not a once and done deal. Discernment goes on and on and on. It is the continuous response to God at work in our lives.
For a long time, it was thought that this experience was only for the clergy or people who felt called to ordain ministry. But that's not true. Each and every person baptized into the saving death and the new life of Jesus Christ lives in this holy space. Each of us is called to something. Maybe God's specific invitation to us is to support the local faith community as a member of the vestry, the finance committee, or the buildings committee. Maybe as a lector, an acolyte, or some other assistant in worship. Maybe God's specific invitation is to work in the wider community, supporting and advocating alongside the poor and the marginalized. Maybe God's invitation is to pursue a career in education or medicine. Maybe God's invitation is to create beautiful art that lifts the spirits of others.
We must always be looking for and listening for God at work in our lives. And in order to do that, we need the tools to be able to respond. But we need the tools to be able to notice what God is up to first and foremost.
Hi, I'm Kate Gillooly. My call has been to walk with people who want to listen for God's voice with others. I have created a process with Bexley Seabury faculty to help you find your pathway for being a part of God's mission in a more concrete way. I would like to invite you to join a small group of people who will be companions on your journey. A trained facilitator will help you to build circles of trust, to learn about other servants of God, to practice new spiritual disciplines, and to read and reflect about discernment and the ministry of the baptized. The process includes time with your group once a month via web conferencing for 6 months, as well as about 2 to 3 hours a week of readings and exercises for spiritual growth for you to do on your own.
Are you hungry for more? Are you ready to uncover more of your unique story with the Spirit? Are you ready to swim deeper and to love larger? Join us in building a discerning community of faithful people ready to remake the church and love the world.
You can learn more about this course, Discerning My Path for Faithful Living, and the other offerings available from Pathways for Baptismal Living at bexleyseabury.edu/pathways. or contact us at pathways@bexleyseabury.edu.